Hi, everyone, and Common House. My name is Karen Richter, and I'm a Common House host. Each of our hosts is interviewing another host, and I have the pleasure this morning of interviewing another Karen Bergstrom. Karen currently lives in East Grand Forks, Minnesota. I live in the desert, so I went, Minnesota. She's a trained spiritual director and serves as a host and also is our small group coordinator at Common House. So hi, Karen.
Hi.
Our first question, why did you want to be part of Common House and what sort of drew you into this role?
Well, so my husband and I have moved several times now. And as I get older and I'm an introvert, I find that it's harder to make those friendships where I naturally dive in and connect with people on a really deep soul level. The surface differences get in the way and being new in the community gets in the way. And so you have a lot of those kind of surface conversations. And I miss and I long for those deeper connections to talk about what's really happening and what I'm really processing. I found that online community is a way for me to seek that out. And the Common House and the Sacred Ordinary Days tribe has been that place where that deeper connection, where that soul growth and those connections with the one another and with God are sought after, where I'm both challenged and can be challenged, and where I can be my unique God-created self and encourage others to be their unique God-created selves as we join together in conversation and learning and growth together.
Oh, awesome. Thanks. What do you bring to us? What do you bring to the group of hosts at Sacred Ordinary Days?
Well, along with being a spiritual director, I'm also a parent and a spouse, a preacher and a pastor. I'm a reader and I'm a knitter. I am a learner and I love the Enneagram, nonviolent or compassionate communication, and I just love to learn all the time.
Woohoo. I feel like a common goal, a commonality with you. I both being Karens. What are you most excited about sharing in the Common House? And what can the folks who might be watching our video, what can they expect from you, from your posts in the community?
Well, as a host, I'll be sharing primarily on Thursdays. That's going to be my conversation day. And I anticipate that I'm going to share a lot out of this season of life, out of being the mom of two tween boys right now, both of whom we adopted a number of years ago. And as I continue to explore and figure out what this thing is that I call the spirituality of parenting, how parenting is changing me, how it's changed how I spend my time with God, and the practices that are part of my life right now. But I'm always coming out of that place of loving the Enneagram, loving NVC, and learning and knitting and exploring new ideas.
Okay, I'm definitely dodging a rabbit hole of the spirituality of parenting because that's something I like too. What would you like members at Common House to talk with you about? What should they come to you with?
Anything that I've brought up so far, I'm really open to conversation, and it's hard to say pick one because I'm really bad at just picking one thing. That is not how I work. But I'm also, so anything that I've mentioned before, I'm also going to be the small group coordinator. And so if you have ideas or questions about that, especially as we start to prepare for those groups and start to roll those out this spring and share more about them in the weeks to come, you'll hear more from me, and that'll be a prime area that you'll come to for me for that.
Cool, thanks. What is the best way for us to find you when you're not at Common House?
Well, I'm not super active online. My blog has been sleeping for 3 years, and I don't think that's going to wake up in the next couple months here. Right now, the primary way to connect with me would either be on Instagram, which is k.it.bergstrom, and there you'll see pictures of my kids and my family and our different explorations and different things that I'm doing. And I also have a Facebook page that I use for my spiritual direction practice, and that's Karen L.G. Bergstrom, and the links will be down below. And those are probably the two best ways to connect with me right now.
Okay, cool. Is there anything that we've missed that you want to throw in at this point in our interview?
I would just say I'm really excited about the Common House. I'm thrilled to have found this community and to be a part of where it's going to go and what's going to happen with it and the ways that we can connect online and using technology in that way to make it that gift and to draw us together across miles and to continue to keep my world broad where it doesn't always feel broad living in a small community. And so I pray And I hope that as you discern if the Common House is a place for you to visit or to settle into, that we would love to hear from you, and I would love to talk to you more about that, and I look forward to meeting you.
Cool. Thanks, Karen, for sharing with us and being part of the community at Common House. You can learn more, gentle viewers, about Karen and by reading her bio and following her in the Common House. So be sure to check out the other interviews with the rest of the hosts and the leadership team on the YouTube channel. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.